If you think about how they handled this when it was the transition from paper trading of stocks to digital trading of stocks in the 1980s, pretty soon they had moved the entire volume of the stock market to electronic exchanges. Now, I couldn't tell you what the market cap of the entire stock market was in those days, but it was quite large, and they moved all of it. And in all the areas where tokenization works better for stocks and existing trading systems, they're going to move all of it. So when you start thinking 5 or 10% of the value of all the stock markets, plus maybe 10, 20% of the value of all real estate in the world, those are the kinds of numbers that we're bouncing around here over the next 5 to 10 years. And I would be thinking in terms of, kind of 20 to 50 trillion in total assets, which is right in keeping with the kind of predictions that you get from people like Boston Consulting Group. There's just a general consensus that we're in a game where the numbers are, it's just going to be trillions all the way. And I mean, the numbers are, what's the total value of all the real estate in the world? Is it like 600 trillion, 300 trillion, 300 trillion? So, you sort of think no real electronic trading of real estate. All the old real estate that really hasn't changed hands in the last 50 years, they're not likely to digitize that. All the new build apartments, all the office buildings, all that stuff, that all seems pretty good for digitization. They're going to do, 5-10% of that a year for the next 10 years. And you can kind of just womble your way to a number, and the number comes out at, 10, 15, 20 trillion, and you go, oh, wow, that's a big number. So, it doesn't really matter how you get to the prediction. Everybody seems to arrive at the sort of somewhere between 10 and 50 billion number. So at that point, it's kind of like we're 1% of the way into that. Okay, great. Well, now we know what we're doing for the next 5-10 years.